Welcome back, Rockstars, some more complex Pixelmon. So today's gonna be the exciting day because not only are we gonna be expanding our base to this plushy area, but mainly we're gonna work on Pokemon breeding, which is why we're expanding the base. I could move the breeding area outside, which I think actually we could do it over there, which would give me a reason to build over there. But building underground, all that breeding area is gonna be a lot of space because we're gonna want more than one breeding zone eventually. And I was planning to build a bridge from this over there, so maybe it is a good point just to start building our breeding farm over there. But before we spend all the money on blocks and whatnot, let's go get the actual machines we need. Okay, I would assume that the Pokemart has the machinery that we need at some point. Poke Special? No, that's not really it. Alright, so it seems like you just can't straight up buy a Pixelmon breeding machine, so I think we're probably gonna have to make one. I am so utterly confused because there's no ranch block in this at all. Like, I can't look it up to craft and I can't find it in the Poke Shop. How are you breeding this? Why would that not be in here? I don't understand. What Pokemon mod doesn't have breeding unless it's brand new like Cobblemon? Like that I understand. It's such a new mod. Pixelmon's so old, and this has Dynamax and Megas. Why, what? This machine literally doesn't exist, so you can't actually do any Pokemon breeding. I'm literally such an idiot. A daycare is the breeding machine in this version of Pokemon, which doesn't make sense to me. Like, when you say Pokemon daycare or like daycare machine, I think of what they just give you passive levels over time. So if we put our, say our 2 Heracrosses in here, right? Can we just, there we go, we got them in here. So now they breed. Like, how does that work? Okay, so now that I have this, how does this work? Like, am I ready? Like, okay, is that already an egg? Like, what? I don't understand this new daycare system at all. Okay, so apparently with this new breeding system, you also need 3 of a specific item that relates to the Pokemon main typing itself that you're doing it for. So since we're doing 2 Heracrosses, we need like 3 Spider Eyes or 3 Cobwebs for each Heracross, so 6 in total for whatever reason. I don't like this new breeding system so far, if I'm being honest. Well, there are literally dandelions all over my home, so I'm just gonna go collect these up real quick, and I assume that this is gonna be enough. So I need 6 of these, I think, because I got 2 Heracrosses that I'm wanting to try to breed. And now I have 6 dandelions. We go into here, we throw this here with you here, right? And we have the 6 dandelions. How do I do this? The confirm button, there we go. Oh, maybe I just need to press the confirm button the entire time, but we get an actual time limit now. But I don't like the effectiveness. So how do you know the effectiveness if it goes up or down? And it didn't use the dandelions like the guide said, so I don't understand whatsoever. But we have 1 hour till our egg is done. Well, I'm glad I didn't have to buy any more of these machines, so we kind of need to get working on the rest of this, which, like, these blocks are not cheap whatsoever. So I'm gonna finish this off probably all off camera and then get a basic setup over there, so we kind of have this going, and hopefully by the time we're done with this we can have a better Heracross. And I want to get this down before we get breeding like our big boys like Garchomp. All right, well, at this point we're over halfway through. I would say we're almost to the 80% point of our daycare actually breeding these Heracrosses. But on the bonus side, our entire plushie haul is all cleaned up with a nice purple ceiling, but I did lose 2 plushies, which I'm actually really upset about. I don't know what happened. They glitched out, so we no longer have Riolu and we no longer have our Kingdra plushies, but our bridge is coming underway. It looks kind of janky for now, but I think once a few more touches over time it will look a lot better. I just wish this hour wasn't so long to actually finish up this stupid daycare breeding. At least we have a timer now, unlike original Pokemon breeding in Pixelmon. I will say that that's the one advantage the daycare has over the old Pixelmon breeding so far. Well, our new bridge to what will eventually hopefully be a breeding area is all complete. And we got a nice new plushies up here, and everything's finished off down here. But most importantly, our Heracross should be done. Yep, and completed. So we can, how do we take it? We press this, we press the check mark, we press the check mark. Okay, so we've got both of our Heracrosses back, and here is our egg. The real question is this a version of Pixelmon where you can do /IVs on your egg or not? And you can. So the egg's IVs are 15 HP, 19 attack, 25 speed, which are kind of the most important ones. So let's check this. Okay, so the attack is still higher on this guy, the HP is equal, and the speed is equal. So it seems that we, for the most part, we got all the good IVs and whatnot. So it's still not better than our current Heracross, but this really improves our chances of breeding, because now what we can do, we hatch this Heracross and we can breed this Heracross if it's the right gender with the other Heracross, our main one, and it will give us an even better breeding pair to begin with than the ones we started with just today. And that cycle will repeat for a bunch of Pokemon. But now that we've got this all set up, I do want to go ahead before I move any machinery, because I still want to build a building or figure out how to get everything set up across the bridge. I want to breed 1 more set of Pokemon, or I want to get breeding so when I come back that they're all ready. The Pokemon I want to get for next time, or at least prepared, is our boy Garchomp with the Gibles. So we throw these bad boys in here and we confirm that, and we don't need any of the special items that the Google research said we did. Okay, Rockstars, so we do have our 2 complete eggs for Garchomp and our Heracross now. now. So we're gonna go ahead and put Garchomp away right here, and we can breed more later. But first, IVs 2, and we have, ooh, I forgot to check. I need to pull up my original Garchomp. Okay, so original Garchomp has the exact same attack IVs, and he actually has worse just by 2 points of the speed IVs, which are the most important. But he has way worse HP, and that's about it. Everything else is pretty much equal, except for special attack is at 15 instead of 3. The special defense is at 17 instead of 24. But otherwise, the new Garchomp in the egg is definitely a good solid 20% better than the one we currently have. So I'm gonna try to hatch up both of these eggs as fast as possible, because I think these are both better solutions to replace the current Pokemon we do have on our team, and way better breeding pairs for our Pokemon. Honestly, I don't know how long it's gonna be able to take to actually get these eggs to hatch and open up, and it's not gonna be easy whatsoever, but we should have hopefully a lot easier time now that we're doing 2 eggs at once. Actually, I should get a Magmar. And I did find my Kingdra plushie was in my overflow, and I found my Riolu. It was sitting on my head, so this is our plushie collection all complete. But I want a Magmar because of his flame body ability, which makes the actual process of hatching eggs a lot faster overall. So please, I should hopefully have a Magmar, and I don't see one anywhere in our PC here, so we're gonna go catch one. Alright, so the desert biome is gonna be rich with Magmars. We just gotta get one to spawn, look for the warm body or flame body ability, and that will just help us hatch eggs a lot faster overall. I don't know if it works with both eggs at once, but I know if they're on our team, it helps at least one of the eggs, so that is a big bonus. Plus, just running around looking for the Magmar, which one right up there, is gonna be a big help to actually hatching the eggs. Ball swipe right off the bat, get the Magmar down. I probably could have went with a quick ball, not a big deal though. We can just boom, use a level ball with a barely live 3.8% HP. Magmar should be plenty for us to capture. Come on, little buddy, come on. I need you for a little breeding project, and there we go. And he does have flame body, absolutely perfect. I don't know if it matters the position of where he is on the team, but we're gonna put him between the 2 Pokemon eggs just to be a lot safer. Hey, our Heracross has finally hatched, but we still don't even have a crack in our Garchomp egg, which is sad, but that means we have our more powerful Heracross that we can replace our old one with. We just gotta EV train him up, which is no big deal overall. Hey, a D-Max raid or a Gigantamax raid. Let's go ahead and take this on solo, and we should be fine. And I accidentally took in, though, I took in literally just my level 1 Pokemon. I'm so screwed. Anyways, while we get wrecked by this, it's really interesting that the new breeding system is so different overall. Outside of that, it's going to be really good that we get these Pokemon, because the big advantage outside of obviously making them stronger is we're going to get better and better breeding pairs to hopefully get to the point where we almost have basically 100% perfect Pokemon, which is going to be the best thing for us overall, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Well, I might have lost that, but that was also just stupidity. I accidentally clicked on the wrong Pokemon. So now that we have our Heracross up, we can really focus on getting our Garchomp up, because as much as I love Heracross, our Garchomp is probably our big mega evolution that we want to keep on the team for a lot longer than any of the other guys, because as you guys have been part of a Pixelmon before, any of our Pixelmon previous series, you know that we constantly try to rotate the team out, especially with Pokemon that I don't use nearly as often. There we go. Now we have our official Gible all up and going. He is set, and the first thing I'm gonna do, guys, honestly, is I'm gonna breed another Gible and Garchomp pair with the if I could speak, the brand new set of Pokemon. So it's gonna take obviously another hour to get this going, but that is gonna give us hopefully an even better Pokemon that we can once again breed, and it's gonna be an endless breeding cycle. But I hope you guys did enjoy today's episode with the 2 brand new Pokemon. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe down below if you did, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.